stepping up my game. I'm a groove school, yes I am. With groove I know I can. Read my master plan. I'm grooving, yes I am. I'm grooving. Oh, I'm grooving, yes I am. I'm grooving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. Groove Nation inspires me. The most loose and free. I'm dancing to my dreams. Bursting at the seams. I'm feeling Groove-alicious. Groove knows who I am. 'Cause now is my time to have a groove state of mind. I'm grooving. I'm grooving. I'm grooving, yes I am. I'm grooving. I'm grooving. I'm grooving, yes I am. I'm grooving.
Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to this week's Getting Groovy, new member onboarding, the Groove Roadmap. So just let me know you can see and hear me when the intro's normally playing. I've got my laptop over here. I've got the stream up here with YouTube. It seems like it's playing okay for me, but please just let me know in the comments where you're tuning in from as well. And let me know you can see and hear my webcam. And then we're going to dive straight on in. I am suffering today with, I've got blocked ears. I've had an infection in my ears, so I'm slightly disorientated, but it's fine. It's absolutely fine. It's just I can't hear out of this one, and this one's blocked quite badly. So we will figure it out. And if you are on Facebook, make sure you click the link in the description, the StreamYard link. That means then when you comment, it shows me your name. If you don't, then it just says Facebook user. Okay. Hey, Ruby, good to see you. I'm trying to call through. Let me just tell him on live training. Bear with me. Gone. Okay. Where was I? So, Ruby, you can hear fine. You're on YouTube. Good to see you. And N. Ryan Patterson, see and hear you on YouTube. Perfect. Let me know on Facebook that everything is okay, and we will dive on in. There is a between 5 and 7, 10-second delay when we're streaming through StreamYard, which is what I'm using. So please ask questions as we're going through. I'm going to be sharing, let me show you. I'm going to be sharing this doc. I'm going to be going through these steps. Very simple, very easy. In this doc, each one of these has a hyperlink that takes you specifically to that training. Hey, Jody. So I'll give you that at the end. I want to keep your attention. I want to keep you focused for now. So you can see there, when you click on the link in the doc, that opens everything up. Make sure you remind me at the end to share it with you, just in case. I said slight disorientation today with the ears, but I think we're good to go. I mean, I can't, let me bear with me. I'm just going to stick my sound on YouTube, Facebook. I think we're good to go. I mean, I can hear myself on Facebook. So yeah, we'll plow on in, and I'm going to remove my cam just because it keeps it out of the way. And we're going to dive on into, in fact, no, the first thing we normally start with is we're going to just have a little walk through of the dashboard. Now, as I said, please ask questions as we go along, 5 to 10 second delay. So I might have moved on from, let's say I'm explaining something in Groove Member. So if you're asking a question about Groove Member, just say, my question is about Groove Member, ask your question. Because otherwise what happens is I get confused and then I've got to ask you to rephrase the question and remind me what app we're in, etc., etc. And also this is for beginners. This isn't really for someone who's been using Groove for 2, 3, 4 years and they want really advanced questions answering. At the end, I'll open up for a Q&A, and that's when anyone can ask anything about anything. So let's dive on in. I'm going to start in the top right-hand corner here. You'll see your little image if you've added an image, or you'll see a little head icon here. And this is where you can access your settings and billing, etc. And you'll see all of these I'm going to go into in detail. You can also access your partner program, your affiliate program to Groove. As soon as you register for a free account or a paid account, you get access to become an affiliate, and you can promote. On the free account, I believe it's still 20%, and on the paid account, it's 40%. And you can see here, because I'm logged into Groove, it automatically knows and it will give me all of my affiliate URLs, etc., and promo tools. The next one here is the 4 dots. If I click on this, it's going to give me quick access to all of the apps. Equally, if I hover on the top left-hand corner, it gives me the same kind of drop down. And obviously, we'll come to these in a moment. The bell, this is where you've got all your latest updates. These are all the little training videos I do of all the feature improvements, code refinements, you name it. They're all in there. And then the little life preserver here is where you can go and access our Groove AI assistant. And we're going to test him out, as always. We're going to give him a little, I'm just going to type in, how do I add custom domain? Spell today. And normally he's very, very, very good. And normally he'll give you the steps and what to do. So I'm going to cover support at the end, like how to get support, how to support us supporting you. This is one of the key things, that this is in your dashboard all day, every day, 24 hours a day. This little dinosaur doesn't take any time off. It doesn't need to have lunch, doesn't need to have a break. He's there for you. So utilize him and kind of try and find things that he doesn't know. And then you can send that to support and say, I asked the Groove AI assistant this, and he gave me the wrong answer, and we'll fix it. Boom. Okay. Here you can see if you're on a free account, I'll probably see upgrade, but this will take you to, I'm on the lifetime account, but I could upgrade to unlimited leads. But what I recommend is, if you're ever thinking about promoting Groove, go and look at the upgrade page. Mike and the team put a huge amount of work into this, and they updated it very, very recently. Videos, etc. Everything's going to play slow for me because I'm streaming to YouTube and to Facebook at the same time. But I just wanted to quickly show you. Go and have a look around, because what they did is they took a lot of the plans out and they did this kind of side-by-side comparison for people. And as I said, they took a lot of the plans out to remove confusion, because a confused buyer doesn't buy. And then again, you can access your affiliate program here. As we come to the left-hand side, as we said, you can access all of the apps by hovering on the logo, or you can click into the marketplace. And this is where you'll see our affiliate marketplace. And you yourself could create a product, start selling that product, and then go and ask for affiliates. So you can see here, for example, Groove AI. If I wasn't already part of an active affiliate for Groove AI, it would say join the program. Alternatively, I can then see the offer. I can go and get my links. I can see my promo tools, and I can go and look at the JV sign up page. I can filter on the left-hand side here, or at the top here, or I can just go and search. Come back to the dashboard. All very basic stuff so far, but it's always good just to walk through this at the beginning. So here we've got our services. We've got GroovePay. So yourself, you can have Stripe, you can have PayPal, you can have all these different payment providers, but we give you the option to use GroovePay, because we're the company, we're online marketers. We understand that if you do a launch and in week 1 you bring in 100K, some of these big payment processors will just close you down. With us, we won't. Also, where's it gone? Groove Solos. You can go and buy solo traffic through our Groove Solo. And also you can be an affiliate for Groove Solo. It's something I use all the time. I drive traffic from there. It's very, very good. Events. So GrooveCon, you can register here to get notification of when the next GrooveCon is. That's a live physical event. And my favorite event of the year, the Marketers Cruise. Go and look. You know, I'm not pitching this. I'm not selling it. I just love this cruise. I've been on 3 or 4 now, and it's founded by Mike Fulsame, Tom Beale, and Captain Lou, and they're always on the cruise themselves. It's a great way to network with like-minded people. 70% fun in the sun, 30% business. And again, just go and have a look. And then we have your API settings there. As we come down a little bit, I'm just going to move my phone out the way. You can change the language from English to Portuguese for our Brazilian counterparts. And then also we're going to come in here a lot through the training. This is our digital academy. This is where you're going to find all of your training videos that are expertly done by one of our team. And you can either come in here and search. We were searching about how to do a custom domain earlier. And again, you can see all of the videos there. Or you can specifically go into the application that you're looking for something for. Pretty simple so far. Help desk. We're going to, again, cover all of this in detail. I'm just kind of flying through how the dashboard looks, so I'm not going to go into detail here at the moment. And then the bottom one here, probably one of the most important ones that probably a lot of people don't even know is there. It's the 3 dots. It's our feedback portal, or our roadmap feedback portal. When it's ready to load, you can also see, obviously, our feature requests are here when it's finished loading. All of our updates. Oh, sorry, I'm doing around the wrong way. The updates are what we showed you earlier when you click on the bell. The feature requests. So let's say you've been working in Groove for a while and you're in Groove pages and you're looking for something, but it's not there. This is where you come. Now, before you go and add it over here, the best thing to do is search for it, because someone might have already added that, okay, we need an image library with folders, bulk uploads, etc. And you can see that right here. So if that was what you were thinking, then all you need to do is go and click to vote. You can see I've already done that on a demo. Let's say I think, well, brand theme settings is something we need. You can see it's already planned. I can click here, and then it's my vote is added, and that adds to more Groove users putting their hand up and saying, look, we really want these features. Bug reporting is exactly the same, except it's for bug reporting. Don't go and report a bug here until you've searched to see if someone's already reported it. As you can see, there's lots of different bug reports there, and you again can go and vote and say, yeah, I had that same problem. It helps us categorize and put things to the top of the queue that more people are seeing. And then when I come back to the dashboard, as you can see, when I refresh that, the top loads very quickly, and all the bottom lazy loads. It just, as you can see, all the quick links load quickly, and then whatever's coming up here loads, and then all the stats at the bottom. And quick links here are really great. So, for example, I just want to dive straight into Groove Member. I can click here, or if I click on the 3 dots, now I can go into something specific. I can add a new membership, or I can go and click on a category. In Groove Blog, I can add a new blog. In Groove Mail, I can go to broadcasts, etc. And you'll see here each time it refreshes, it's just where we're letting you know about other services and products that we're recommending that you go and look at. And then down the bottom, you've got all your stats. You can obviously filter all of these and change them to days, etc., etc. So that is the dashboard. Any questions on that before we start? I'm going to have a quick mouthful of water. Oh, sorry. Bring myself back to the top. And I'm going to dive straight into the doc, because I like to try and get these trainings done in under an hour, only because of your time. I'm conscious of. If we roll over, we roll over. I like to try and get all of these steps, as you can see, all 17 steps. I like to complete them in under an hour. I think I've only done it once, by the way, just to let you know. The more questions I get, the longer we are, which is fine. But as I say, I like to try and be aware of your time. So step number 1, editing or adding your account details. Really simple one. We've already been there. You click on your head icon, come into your settings and billing, and you can see you've got all your information here that you can go and modify, social media, business information, etc. Really simple one to get started. Step number 2, how to update affiliate payment information. A few different ways you can do that. We're just going to come in through this route, and we're going to go into our affiliate settings. Excuse me. You would have been given your username, or you might have selected that at the beginning. I'm trying to remember now. It's been like 2 or 3 years. And then you're given this affiliate ID. This is the ID that we said is connected to your affiliate account when you're promoting Groove. Or if you were going and selecting other products from our Groove affiliate portal, that link or that ID number would be associated with your affiliate link. It's all under the same umbrella. Hey, from Brazil, Gilmar. Good to see you, buddy. And most importantly, obviously, payment information. You need to add either your PayPal information or your wire information. And also you have to add your tax information, and you've got to complete one of these forms. If you do not do that, and let's say you've earned a couple of $1,000s, we can't pay you. We just can't pay you until we've got your tax information. We've got to comply with all of the regulations, etc. So that's step number 2. Step number 3, how to set up a payment gateway in GrooveSell. So I'm going to attack GrooveSell from this side, and I'm just going to go straight into the settings, which is here. I'm going to come back and do a full demo of GrooveSell, so don't worry, don't ask any questions about that yet. We click on the settings, it opens straight up in the payment gateways. You can see I've got plenty added here for my businesses, and you click to open. You can either add a Groove Pay, so you can go and sign up for that, or you can use one of the other payment providers. I've got a Stripe account, an Authorized Net, a PayPal, and we've got a Braintree as well. But they're all different slightly. They're all going to ask you for different information from within that account. So Braintree, they're going to ask you for a merchant ID, public key, private key, etc. You can see those. Very, very simple, very straightforward. And we're flying along. So we're on step number 4, how to set up a payment gateway in GrooveCart. If you're not going to use GrooveCart, don't worry. But my recommendation, if you're new, I would go and spend 20, 30 minutes and play with every single one of these applications just so you can get a feel of it and decide, well, would I want to use that? Is that something I'm going to need? So once we come in here, I'm going to open up this one. I'm not actually using GrooveCart. That's the only app I'm not currently using, but I am in the process of setting up a new business with an app and a store. So I'll be using it soon. And then when you come in here, you click settings and you click payment gateways, pretty much identical to what I just showed you in GrooveSell, just a different place. So you know, once you've done that in GrooveSell, you don't have to do it in GrooveSell again, but then you're going to obviously have to do it if you're going to use GrooveCart. Same thing here. Click Groove Pay to apply. And again, you can see here there are some slight variations on the payment providers you can use. You can even use a cash on delivery, and then you go in here and start to activate and set that up. I'm getting some good speed today. And if there's any questions, let me know. Great question, Gilmar. You just said, is Groove Pay available? I'll go back into GrooveCart. I'm pretty sure, as it stands, I'm going to look because I don't want to give you the wrong information, because things do change in Groove. You know, we're always updating and amending and making things better. I know that it's UK. For me, when I was living in the UK, I couldn't use it. But I know America, you can. And I'm pretty sure when I open this, it should. Oh, there you go. So it's United States and Brazil. So yes, Gilmar, you can apply for an account in Brazil. Hope that helps. So we've done the first 4 steps. Step number 5, one of the most common ones that we get asked lots of questions with. Lots of people kind of not struggle with it, but yeah, they just seem to not quite figure it out. Again, as I said, in here, you can just click on that and it'll open up the training video. So I'm going to actually physically do this. I'm going to show you how to do it, and I'll show you how quick it is. 2 different ways you can do this. You can either go into Groove Pages, or you can just go up to Settings and Billing. I'm going to do the Groove Pages route this week. I kind of like to rotate it. And I've got my GoDaddy account open with one of my URLs that I've got that I'm not currently using. We're in the process of setting something new up. And I'll just go into this site here. This is a new business I'm setting up in LA. So there's nothing that I can break in here. It's not actually live. And once you're into Groove Pages, if it's the first time you're visiting, you're going to add new site. Okay. Once you're in here and you've got these pages open, you're just going to click on the Publish drop down and click Manage Domains. Then you're going to click Domains there. And my recommendation is leave this selected. You can see here custom domains. If you're on a free account, you are not able to use the free Groove Pages domain. But we're going to click here to manage. And we're going to click Add New Domain. And you can see here, there's 5 steps to do this. You'll see throughout Groove, when I'm doing all the demos and showing all the different apps, there's a running theme across the top of each sort of app. It gives you the amount of steps. It might be 5, might be 10, might be 11. All you got to do is complete those steps and that part is done. You are welcome, Gilmore. So full domain setup is recommended. So I wouldn't use the legacy. Again, I've used legacy because I was one of the early users, but you don't need to. Groove's got it all integrated now. It's very, very simple. Click next. And you saw I copied my URL and it's got no HTTPS. It's got no www. You can see there, it already kind of adds the HTTPS here. I just want to add the URL and click next. And then again, you'll read through this, but all you need to do is copy these 2 records. We're going to open up my domain. I'm in name servers. You can see these are GoDaddy's generic name servers. So I want to change them. Again, based on your domain provider, Namecheap, GoDaddy, whatever, they'll have training showing you how to change the name servers for your domain. It's the most simple thing that you can do. So I'm clicking change name servers. I've already copied the first one on my clipboard. I'm going to click, I'll use my own. I'm just going to Control V and paste. And we're going to do that one. Control V, and we're going to click. It'll probably warn me, am I sure that I want to do this? There we go. And click continue. Now, normally most domain providers will tell you it can take 24 hours, etc. And it can, but I know if I refresh this now, it will already show that it's changed, but it doesn't actually mean it has changed. And you will see today when we set this up, it probably won't have changed. I normally come back and finish this. So you can see there, it's showing they've changed. But as you'll see when I finish this off in a moment, to validate, it normally gives me a little yellow or a red box in the corner saying, whoa, hold on, there you go. Domain status check initiated, please try again later. So I'll click complete the process. And then we need this last step here to click to verify. And you'll see it won't let me because I'm doing the same thing I just did. But you guys need to remind me because step number 6, I can't do until my domain is validated or verified. I can't remember the word it uses. So please, someone remind me to go back to step 5 and 6 when I get to the end. I've only ever missed it once. There was a lot of questions that day and I just, for whatever reason, just didn't go back. So I'm going to do a little walkthrough now. Step 7, we're going to walk through Groove Affiliate. I'm going to come back out of here and I'm just going to go into Groove Affiliate. So you can sell products from Groove. You can create pages, funnels, websites, webinars. Once you've created a product using GrooveSell, you can then go out to the marketplace and you can ask other people to promote your product. And if it's congruent with their list, let's say, for example, I'm selling I'm trying to think of a good example. I'm training people on how to run challenges, what I do. Then I can go and find other people within our Groove marketplace who are working and around that niche. You say, well, actually, I've got a big database of people who would love to learn how to do that. They get my affiliate link and they get a kickback based on what I've set up. Okay, so that's kind of like the overview of Groove Affiliate. When you land on the dashboard, you'll see here we've got the filtering by dates, today, yesterday, etc. Or you can filter the date range specific. You can also come over here and do filters. And also you can, oh, sorry, my mouse is playing up. You can leave it on revenue view. So you can see here it's showing a revenue view with the dollar amount. Or you can change that so it doesn't show revenue view and it's now just showing visitors, signups, initial sales, etc. And you can come in and look at sales, rebills, or the total. So that's your dashboard there. Then when you click into the little promos, this is where you're going to set your product up. Oh, hang on, sorry, it's taking me from Groove Affiliate to GrooveSell. My bad. Oh, no, it didn't. It's this again. I told you I'm slightly disorientated. There's certain things that are throwing me, and I've done this training like 20 times. So yeah, we're going to come into promotions and links, and you'll see here this is my Groove promotions, and I can click here to grab my links. And again, what I'll show you now is grab this URL. So I'm copying it, and I want you to just the very first time you're going to use it, paste it in up here, because what you'll see here is it doesn't show my affiliate ID. Remember my affiliate ID I showed you about 5 minutes ago? It was 4042. I know off by heart. I've been promoting Groove products for a long, long time. And when I press enter, you'll then see it shows my affiliate ID. So that's just me saying to you, just double check that's moving to that next page. Just do it once. Here, again, people don't know that you can add bonuses. So I've got bonuses. So when someone signs up for a trial Groove account, I automatically send them $2,000 worth of bonuses. If they sign up for a paid account, I send them to my upgrade bonuses page, where I deliver them $7,000 plus worth of bonuses. And it's really simple to set up. You click on promos, click bonuses, click new, name it, and then add a URL. And for me, I give a Groove page that I've designed, and I deliver my bonuses using that URL. No one else in the world can get that link apart from the people that opt in for that product or service, and away I go. So yeah, that's your promotions. You can go back into here, reporting with transactions, sub-affiliates, earnings report, payment history. You can set up tracking links here as well. And again, you can access the marketplace from within Groove Affiliate. And then we've got our settings, which we went through a few moments ago. And that was the affiliate ID I was talking about. Okay, so let me just have a quick look. Amir, Zia, need to know, good to see you. Need to know what, need to know that why Groove has something. Okay, so Amir, the Groove Mail SMTP is being pulled apart and started from scratch again. When we launched it, unfortunately, we had a lot of unscrupulous users. They loaded our Groove Mail SMTP with spam email accounts, and our servers crashed, and the deliverability was like, it just went through the floor. I was part of that, as in I was a user. So what they did, they took it offline, and David Lemon and a crack team of devs are starting it again. You know, learning from the mistakes we made, because this is no small undertaking, Amir. This is a huge undertaking to make sure that when you're using the Groove SMTP, it's delivering emails into the inbox. It's not hitting spam filters, etc. So you need to use, for now, either, and I'll show it in a bit, either an external SMTP, which we give you inside a Groove Mail. And there's 4 or 5 options, and I've used most of them. They're all very, very good and all very, very cost effective. Or you can use integrations. So you can integrate, I might as well show you now, because we're kind of finished in Groove Affiliate. You can integrate things like MailChimp, GetResponse, and in the drop down here, you'll see Active Campaign. And these are all ones I've used. I used Aweber from the day I started, like internet marketing 25 years ago. And there's lots of different versions in here that you can use. So yeah, just for now, Amir, I hope I'm saying your name right. You're just going to have to use an SMTP or just integrate. I'm hoping very, very soon we'll be relaunching the SMTP. So just bear with us. It's something we've got to get right the second time. We realized the first time we didn't get it right. And some of that was our fault. Some of that was user fault. Okay, so step number 8, Groove Blog. Let's dive into Groove Blog. There's been a lot of updates in Groove Blog recently, and you can really run a nice blog inside of here. I'm going to just open up this one. This actually is a live blog. This is my Temecula events business. I've got a business partner in Los Angeles. We've got an events company. So you can see here, I'm going to click in here. And in your settings, you can see you can change your SEO settings. You can set up your domains, subdomains, etc. I'm not going to mess around with any of this because, like I say, it's a live blog. Logos, favicons, social links you can add to here. You can add your comments. Forms now, you can click here and you'll see all of the forms. You obviously got to have created the form first in GrooveMail, but now you can actually change the style within here as well. The copyright at the bottom, the little footer, you can now add a year and you can add hyperlinks as well. So that's all been updated. Embed ads, tracking links and pixels, and your OG and meta settings. And you can also go in and select specific posts or for your RSS feeds. Where am I? I'm going back here. No problem here. So let's go into navigation. I like to have this open just so I can show you. So in navigation, you'll see here, the top navigation, you'll see it. Home, bar, hire, bar, bell tent, hire, weddings. And you can go in and edit these, delete these, or you can add more. My call to action button is here. And again, the footer at the bottom here, you'll see I can add, I've got my privacy and my reviews at the bottom of the page. And also then you'll see categories and then that section below. Same thing, you can add more, modify, delete, etc. And I always get asked it, so I might as well let you know. I've got like a live chat widget on here where we've got our team are communicating with our clients like directly. The first 10, 15 questions are kind of automated. Then one of our team picks up a call or, you know, gets people straight on a call, etc. So in case anyone was asking about that. So themes, we are having more themes coming, but near enough everything in there is customizable. So you can click customize theme. And when you click on layout, you can see right now we're in the home page. I can change all of this within here. I can click on these, deselect them. I can move things around. I can do pretty much whatever I want. I can go into the post page. You can see at the moment I've got my sidebar there with a little opt-in. I've got my categories, etc. And then if I click again, I've got my category page. And again, you can see how that looks. So if I wanted to remove the dates, for example, I could right there. I'm just going to come back to the home page. Once I click into the appearance, now you'll see that I can change the heading font to, we've added all of these now. There's as many fonts here as there is in Groove pages. I can change the size, all of these colors. So you can see here, link color at the moment is like a blue. So if they click on these, it will take them through. And all of these are related to something. So you can go in and modify all of the colors, etc. Just going to exit out of there. I'm here, Groove blog has only 2 themes and we can't edit the header and footer like Groove page. Why is it not with Groove blog? As I just said, Amir, I don't know how new you are, but you know, we did have previous themes and they weren't functioning well. Anything that hasn't been functioning to the level we want it to, we're either taking it down so we can fix it and then re-add it back on, like with GrooveMail and like with some of the themes. So, you know, expect all of these things to be coming back because there were more themes. Categories, you can just access categories on their own here. And then posts. When you first set up your blog, you're just going to name it and then it will give you 5 demo posts. All you need to do is click and open the editor and it's going to show you everything you need. You can see here, you just modify your headline. You can go into each section and change the text. Wherever you are in here, you press enter and it'll give you a little plus button so you can add additional things. I'm just going to delete that. This is where you're going to go and choose your image, your featured image, your post URL slug, the published date. So you can change this, you can change your categories, you can add more, deselect. You can add your keywords. And these are what you need to do here is obviously type in the keyword. Let me just put Temecula and then just click tab. Yeah, and that will add that. You can add a little excerpt for your blog. And then again, the same thing here. You can deselect any of these, go in and add your metadata and your open graph data. So when you're sharing it on social media, those will show. I'm just checking the questions in case there's any others there. Also, actually, we added again recently, you can now add alt tags into your images. Again, good for SEO. Amir, but still it has basic function, and we can say that Groove page is advanced. Absolutely. No, you're right, Amir. We're not ready completely with Groove blog. Does it function very well? Am I using it for my businesses? Yes. Is it as good as, oh, I don't want to say that. Is it as good as a WordPress that's been around for 20 years? No, of course not. It's not going to be. And actually, excuse me, we've never claimed that it would be. I'm sure Mike and Donna have never actually said this is going to be better than WordPress. But for those that want to set up a very basic blog, it does work very, very well. And obviously, then you've got your publish page or your publish. You can just go up here and publish, and you can visit your blog here. As I say, for something like my events business, if I can speak, it works very, very well. You know, I don't want to have to deal with WordPress. I'm way past WordPress for many, many, many years. So that was Groove blog. Let's dive into step number 9, Groove Cart. As I say, Groove Cart's the only application that I don't fully use. I'm going to click on this one this time. We're going to go to Groove Cart. But I've got my team right now are starting to build out a paddle store. Paddle is just like a sports store. So if I go into this one, because I just mentioned it. And all I did, my team literally typed in the name of the store the other day. You can see they haven't finished all the setup. When you first arrive at Groove Groove Cart, just follow these 6 steps first. Then you can come in and do your domain setup, your legal, your email templates, your store design, and then just start working through these on the left-hand side. And again, every app you'll see, they've all got the same running theme. It makes it really easy to work within all of the different apps. Excuse me. Amir, I'm an expert in Groove funnels, and I've worked on. Okay, Amir. Yeah, look. All I can tell you is Groove blog is where it's at. I appreciate you're not being ultra negative, but I can't change that for you, my friend. Groove pages is much, much, much more advanced, and you know the team's dream is to get every single one of the apps at that level. So that's where we're aiming. So yeah, that's all we can do at the moment is keep pushing forward, keep updating. As I said, there's been about 6, 7, 8 updates in the last 2 or 3 months in Groove blog alone. So here you can, in Groove Cart, you can come into my products. You can come into categories. In fact, have I got any products in here? I don't know what my team have done in here. As I said, this is going to be a paddle store where people can buy the merchandise, and so they have. So we've got some of these they're just drop ship products, and again, you can connect all of that through here. You can have product of the day, and then you can set up all your drop shipping. Really, really simple. I did it with my team the other day, and now they can go over to AliExpress and they can find any single product. We don't have to handle it. The company will deliver these rackets direct to the client, and we just add our margin on the top. So you can set up a store never having handled a product or ever handling a product. Also, you can come in here, obviously my orders, subscriptions, abandoned carts. You can look at your customers. Also, you can look at your affiliates, and you can set up a help desk. Because I haven't used it, there's not a lot of information in there, so there's not really much point in me showing you. Here we have our Groove Cart Builder. It is much more advanced than it was 2, 3, 4 years ago when we first started using it. It is very similar now to Groove Pages, where if you're hovering on something, you can go in and as you can see, my team have started setting this store up with some different paddle rackets. And again, all of this was set up. Everything in here, apart from those rackets, just by me typing in the name. I've done nothing else in here. The team haven't done any design work. All they've done is added these 4 different products. And again, if we look around here, you can look at the different views and see how they look on different devices. You have your back and forward button here as well. And then we can go in here and add different layouts, different sections, etc. And we've got blocks here as well when it's ready. And I've got global blocks here. So we can go into pages, and again, you can modify all of these pages, category pages, product pages. And again, I'm not gonna do anything because my team are probably in here playing around. But you can go into each one of these and modify how it looks. Sorry. Also, you can look at the navigation. So again, you can obviously modify, edit, and change all of these. And you also got pop-ups that you can go and add here as well, which again, pop-ups are new. Themes, you can either import a theme or come in and customize your theme, and then you can come into all of these here as well. You also have your page settings. So again, all very similar to what Groove Pages is, with background images, SEO settings, and templates in here. Pretty cool. I really do actually love GrooveCart. I haven't had the means to use it at this point. So I'm kind of excited that we are setting up a store to sell merchandise, because paddle is a sport I love, and it's a sport that I'm building an application for. And it just makes sense, if I'm building an app where people are going to be using it, they're going to want merchandise. Kind of makes sense. Okay, so Groove Mail. We've already kind of discussed that Groove Mail is being torn down and built back up. So we'll come into Groove Mail here. Again, the top will load really quickly. The bottom will then lazy load. And then you can come into contacts here. And again, if you have demo mode selected, I always kind of keep my fingers crossed when I do this, but just because you just never know. So when you have demo mode selected, obviously that means now I can do demo videos, training videos, etc., and not show my client information, my client's contact information. So keep your eyes open for the demo mode. You can also import your contacts here and your suppressions. Here you can go into lists. You can create your tags. You can create your categories and your segments. And segments are really great as well, because you can have you can create a new segment. Let's say, for example, 2 or 3 different lists are all kind of combined. You can then create a segment. Broadcasts and sequences are here. And just to give you a quick walkthrough on the sequences, you can come in here and set one up. And this sequence will trigger when someone gets a tag, when they get added to a list, or they go through a form that's on a specific page. And you can see for this one, this is my events business. And all we've got is conditional split. We're kind of just checking to see that they followed through with what they had inquired about. If they have, then they get unsubscribed from one list and they get added to another list, and that ends the sequence. If not, they keep walking through the process so that we've got a nice little touch base with them over 6, 7, 10 days. I'm not actually sure how many we've got in there now. Also, you've got professional email templates, and these are really cool. So again, you can see all of these, or you can actually save your own templates, create it and save it in here to use at any time. Automations are cool. These are if-then scenarios. So in this one, let's say, for example, if a contact subscribes to a list, let's say it's this list, and you click add, and I'm going to delete it quickly because it's one that's in here. Then I want this to happen. I want to add a tag, and then you go and pick the tag and then click add. What you do need to do is, once you've set that up, it always kind of selects it or keeps it red. Come in here, click resume, and it will go green. I'm just going to unresume that one because for whatever reason, we're not using that one right now. Forms. Forms has had a massive update recently. So as soon as GrooveMail gets relaunched, you'll be ready to go. This is a test one that I've looked at. And in here now, you can modify pretty much everything in your forms. Previously, the GrooveMail forms were very basic and there wasn't a lot you could do with them, which was kind of frustrating for everyone. Now, because David Lemon is working with the GrooveMail team specifically on the deliverability, they've done all of this as well. So you can go into the design, the setup, you can add all your integrations, and you can embed, etc. And then you have your senders, and this is where we were talking about a moment ago with Amir, talking about how you can add your senders. So if I click new sender, then you'll see here, because I'm part of the team, my GrooveMail SMTP is available to me. but you don't have that in your account because you're not part of the GrooveMail team. So you're going to have to use one of these 4, and each one is very, very good. I've used all 4 of these. I use SendGrid for probably the longest, and Amazon SES probably the most recent, but they're very simple to set up. Each one you can see here, there's a little step video. SendGrid, it's really simple. Each one is going to ask you for specific information. Each one is slightly different. This one's username, password, server, etc., etc., etc. And once you've done that and integrated that, at the bottom, the SMTP, you're going to create your sender identity, your name that you want to show that arrives in the email, and then the email address to and from, and then you're going to add your business information over here and click save. And then last but not least, you have your analytics, your contacts, your lists, your broadcasts, and your sequences. I'm just going to keep checking back at Facebook and YouTube. Where were we? So we're now onto Groove. Remember, how am I looking on time? 43 minutes. Wow, it's going to be tight. How can we change shipping price for the international shipment? Is there a way to change it automatically? Again, slightly more an advanced question, Amir. There is trainings on that. So yeah, just go and find the training in the Digital Academy. It's going to give you the answer there. Again, I'm not the expert on GrooveCart. I could find it, but I'm just going to slow down the whole training. So slightly more of an advanced question, buddy. Where was I? GrooveMail we've done. It's on to Groove Member. I really like Groove Member. I've got several courses that we sell in Groove Member. I got quite a few courses still in my Groove Member 1.0, which is like the original version. And actually, my team right now are moving a few across. Why does my mouse keep struggling? So if I click on memberships here, you can see we've got all these different memberships. And this is one of the ones in Member 2.0. And this is one that my team are moving right now. And what I'll do is I'm going to click into here just to show you what will happen when you come here the first time. No, that's not it. Apologies. Let me come back out of here. My mouse is playing funny things. Manage memberships. What am I doing? Yeah, manage membership site. Okay. Yeah. So then you can come in here, you can modify it, you can change it, you can add things around. Similar kind of layout to Groove Pages and GrooveCart, and everything's the same. I don't want to spend too much time going into each single individual one of these. You can see them there, and you just click into each one. Yeah. If you are new, go into every app and just play. You know, you can't break anything. This is just very, very simple to walk around all of these softwares. Same kind of theme at the top. You can see the different views. You see your back and forward buttons. You can see your preview buttons, your save buttons, etc. And also you can obviously manage your courses. You can manage your members, your access levels, your settings, and your analytics. And here at the top, we've added more recently breadcrumbs, so you can kind of go back like one step when you click the breadcrumbs. And I'm just going to go back over here and just go through these on the left. So courses, you can see we can add different courses to a membership. And then when we come into portals, a portal is, let me grab the login link and show you this one. This is kind of live, but it's not. This is just another way for you to sell more products. If you've got more than one course, for example, add it to a portal, okay? Because this is where I can send people to log in. And for example, anyone that's grabbed my free Profit Funnel Business, they'll click here and it will take them to the member login for that training, okay? You can see it loading there, and then they log in here. But for example, if they haven't seen one of your other courses and they're not already a member or they haven't already signed up or paid, well, you can see when they click that, it takes them to my sales page or my webinar, and boom, away they go. They're into the process of looking at another product. So that's why I like portals. They're really good to sell more of what you are selling currently. Files, you can go in and add files in here, and then it's going to give you URLs. I mean, this is great. I mean, if you aren't paying for Dropbox or something like that, you can, and you want to give, let's say, a free download, you upload the file here, and then once you've got that, you can copy the URL, add it into the either the thank you page or the delivery email where you're saying, look, here's what you asked for. It's just really easy. It's storing it inside your Groove account. Here's where you can add your instructors. And also you can go into your members here, and then you've got your analytics. And for some reason, oh, sorry, I didn't click on the right thing. Okay, so that was Groove member. Groove pages, I could spend 10, 20, 30 hours on Groove pages. It's one of my favorite apps. But when you come here originally, you're just going to click new site. You're going to pick a site, or you can see here it's auto selected complete sites. And again, you can see some are premium, some are free. And if you click on one of these, it's going to show you, okay, here's all the pages within this full site. You can select all or just select one or two and then import them into your account. And literally within like 30 seconds to a minute, they'll be in there. I'm just going to click into here just to click manage site and give you a quick walkthrough. And I'm 48 minutes in. Go away. So once we're in here, same kind of feel and look. You can see when I click on any of these, I'm looking at different views. If I want to, for example, so let's say this text here, I want to keep it the same on all of these views, but on the mobile, I want to change it. So I can deselect this so it goes black. And you can see here, it now says applying changes to mobile device only. Now, when I edit this text, let's make it really stupid small so you can see the difference. It's not going to change it anywhere else. But obviously, if you do that, remember to go back and reselect. Otherwise, you'll be just modifying for mobile. And anytime anything happens, don't worry. You've got your back button. Just press it until you see the modification you did. Go back to normal. So that's your back button there. Here's your forward button. Here's a preview button so you can preview the website. As you can see at the bottom here, it says that none of the links are available on the preview. So, it's not going to take me anywhere. I can just have a quick look. Here you've got the source code. Again, unless you're someone that's good at working in code, I'd just steer clear of that. Save button. And I showed you briefly earlier on the publish settings. And you can go into here. Once you've published a page, if there's more than one page, you can now publish the whole site. You can view, you've got copy link, you can publish just this page, etc., etc. And I'll come to these in a moment, but then when you're hovering around the builder, you can see it kind of where I'm hovering, it goes red. And then if I click on that, the sidebar opens and I can go in and change everything about this. I can go into configure the settings. And again, as I said, if you're in here new, just go in here and play with all of this. Kind of use the drag and go, well, what does that do? Oh, okay, that's what that does. And go in and modify the weights and the fonts and change the colors and just open up each one of these. So you can see text, background, border, animation, and you're very quickly within a few seconds, let's say I'm still in that button, right? But I look at these two and I go, well, what's this padding? If I start stretching that, I'm going to realize, it's like it's making the button fatter, right? And that's just, for me, that's the easiest way to learn because you're visually seeing it then. Like if I click into this section of text, I can edit over here. So I could change the colors. I can do different things with this. I can delete it. If I want to go up one level, I'm in text right now, but I want to go into the container. I can either click the breadcrumb here or I can click the little arrow. Now you can see I'm modifying the container. Now I can go into the settings of this. And each one has all of this inside. If I go up again, I'm now in the block. I can now change everything within this block. So I hope that makes sense. I can even move the block up or down by just clicking the little arrow. And certain things you can drag around. If you hold the left mouse on the drag handle, you can start, if my mouse will let me, you can start to drag it. And then you'll see, my mouse is really playing up. So I don't know. I think I need new batteries in my wireless mouse. Yeah, I do. My mouse is on its way out. Apologies. That would have dragged and dropped. So you can drag anything around and move it all around the page. So then when we click over here, we've got pages. Again, we can add directly from here. We can come into single pages. I can click funnels, webinars, my templates. And again, you can filter by campaigns or tags, or you can just use the search bar as well. Also, if you want to hide these from the navigation bar, you just drag them down and hide them below where you see it says hidden pages, and you'll see now Happy Parents has disappeared. And I think it was there. Happy Parents is now there and available again. Each one of these, you can go and edit the settings, rename, etc., etc. Again, I haven't got enough time to go through everything in here. You can add funnels, you can add webinars, you can go in and add your pop-ups, you can create blocks and global blocks. You can come in here to grab whatever block you want. We've added so many more recently, modern, and you can go in and figure out, well, I want a newsletter style one. Okay, there's a load there, FAQ. Or you can come into like direct response, like something like that, for example, just for a newbie to get that to look like that in Groove pages could take you half an hour now. Well, boom, I can just click on that. It's added to my page. And if I click on here, you'll see the little plus button is above and below the blocks. I can just click there. Boom, I'm into a block and I can click on it. It's added where I wanted it to. It's there. Oh, no, I didn't want it there. Okay, I can either click on the block, and you can see it's selected the whole block, so I can delete it there, or I can just click the back button and it's gone. So that was blocks. And obviously you can save your blocks, you know, for all my different companies, we have loads of different saved blocks, and, you know, it saves us having to recreate them every time. Then we have elements, and you can drag any of these into the builder. So if I want a paragraph, I just drag it, and then you'll see the little like red line is telling you where it's going to drop. So let's say I drop it there. Again, don't like it there. Okay, I just click, get rid of that, and I just click back. Oh, if I went too far, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to save this. And also, don't think that these are the only ones available to you. If, for example, you say, well, actually, no, I didn't see the button I wanted. Well, click on buttons, standard, countdown. You know, there's lots more things there that you can drag in. And then you have your settings. You can either go into your page settings with all the different setup here, or you can do your site-wide settings. As I say, there's so much to cover inside of Groove pages. I just can't get through everything. Just set up a site. I'm just going to not save that. Set up a site and just go in and kind of try and break it. Add blocks, add different elements. Try and modify them. Try and make them look the way you want them to. That would be the simplest way to do it. Okay, so Groove pages, GrooveSell. So we now set up our website or our funnel, and we want to sell a product now. We haven't got 50 products that we're going to sell, so we're not using Groove Cart. We just want to sell one product. It might be a course, might be a product, it might be anything you want. So let's go and look at GrooveSell. I'm just going to have a mouthful of water. Great. Thank you, Gilmore. Sorry, Gilmore. My eyes are a little bit strained today. So inside GrooveSell, again, you can see you've got quick links. You've got all your stats similar to Groove Affiliate. I'm going to kind of power through a bit now because I know I'm running out of time. Here is where you're going to set up your product. Once you click on product funnels, I'm just going to use one of these demo ones. You can see we have plenty. You can set up as many as you want. And I'm going to click into here. This is what my brain was telling me I was doing earlier when I was in Groove Affiliate. I told you I'm disillusioned today with my ears being slightly off key. If you've ever had ear issues with an ear infection, it really discombobulates you. Same thing. All we've got to do is follow these 11 steps and we'll have our product set up. The first time you do it, the button will say save and next. And if you don't add something here, for example, it will go red and it will just tell you, look, you're making an error here. You haven't added something. You can add your image here. And once you've gone through it all, you can now jump around and go into any of these you want. Let me come back out of there. And if I go back to the dashboard, let's go back here. So once you've got that product set up, you can now go in and add checkout links. You can go and look at your sales, manage coupons. You can set up your affiliate promo tools and sign up, your affiliate performance. You can manage your affiliates and their payouts, and you can set up leaderboards. And also there's partner contracts and partner contract distributions. Here is where you're going to do the same kind of stuff we talked about, managing your affiliates, your second tier affiliates, your affiliate performance, payment history and leaderboards. You can go in here and look at your customers or your cart abandons. And then you've got your reporting, your transactions and your reports. Here's all of your tools. So I can go into checkout forms and links. You can see there. Again, you can see all of these. I don't want to just read through them. This is going to take you into the affiliate portal again. And then you have all of your settings, which we showed you earlier. You can manage your domains, your Facebook conversion pixels, and your self-billing. Where am I? I'm into step number 14. So we've only got 3 steps left. So I'm not going to make it, but I'm close. So GrooveSell we've done. Groove Video. Groove Video is kind of underrated. I love Groove Video. The benefit for me for Groove Video is when I used to have sales pages, I was using YouTube or I was using my paid Wistia account. If I was using YouTube, the video would play and then at the end it would recommend other videos. And that's not what I want on a sales page. So now I can come in here and if I click into the library, I'll just show you an example of one. This was one that I did for my Groove affiliate bonus page. And you can see here, you're going to, again, just follow these steps to set up a Groove video. You can upload the video. You can modify all these colors and brand it to your actual colors, thumbnails, watermarks. And each time you just click save and next. Again, you can see you can change all of these. You can have it muted on play, auto play, whatever you want. So it's engaging when someone lands on a sales page. But the most important thing is, I think, that it's got the text overlay and call to action, so you can have the video stop at a certain point and ask them for their information, have a button, etc., take them somewhere else. They can tick something to say they've already gone through that. It's something I really, really, really like. And obviously you've got your analytics here. And then you've got your categories, and then you've got your settings. So not very complicated in Groove Video, but really, really easy to use. I recommend you use it and start playing with it. How can we add a YouTube channel to Groove Video? You don't. Groove Video isn't designed for a YouTube channel, but you can. I've never done it, but I know you can because I've done training videos on it. When you add a new video now, when we started, you couldn't. You can add a YouTube URL here, and then it will play through Groove Video. But yeah, you can't add a channel here. It's not like that. If you're creating a channel, YouTube is still by far 1,000,000% the best place to get traffic, because that's realistically what we're doing with YouTube. Okay, so Groove Webinar. Groove Webinar is nearly complete. Again, if you didn't know, Mike was the founder or one of the founders of Ever Webinar and Webinar Jam. It's a software I pay for every year still. You can currently run automated webinars in Groove Webinar. So you can see here we have a few. And if I go in here to edit again, I just wanted to show you how many. This is the steps you've got to do to set your webinar up. And you can see it's only automated at the moment. Live is coming soon, stream and meeting as well. And just save and next, save and next. It's all exactly the same. In here, you can create your surveys for the webinar, your polls, add all your presenters, look at your analytics, and go into your settings for your canned responses. So again, go and play, set yourself up an automated webinar in Webinar Jam, in Groove Webinar. And then finally, this last one, this is a full walkthrough video in the training. You can see when I click the link. This is Elliot, one of our team. He does a beautiful walkthrough of what I just rushed through because I'm so conscious of people's time. And again, all of you, you can go back and watch this training inside the group, or you can go into the guide section within the main Groove group, and you can see the most recent one. For some reason, recently, Facebook hasn't been allowing me to add them into the guide section. It's obviously a glitch in Facebook. We'll upload them when we can. So the last bit, in fact, let me go back a step. Let me go back to step number 5, because that was the bit we hadn't completed. I'm just going to quickly go back into the domains. I want to finish the setup of the domain. Remember, we'd done that first part, and we realized that it wasn't ready to verify because our name servers hadn't been updated. So you click verify. We know we've already done this bit, so we're going to click validate, and I'm hoping it's going to be a little green light. Boom, successfully verified domain. Now we need to select what app we're going to use this as the main. So I normally would be using Groove Pages. When I click that, boom, that's done. So now I can use that in Groove Pages. And then also I can add subdomains like for GrooveSell. So for example, I could add a subdomain for that domain saying sell dot whatever it was. Yeah. And again, I can add for Groove Member, Groove Blog, Groove Cart. But the other step that we couldn't do before, which was this one, step number 6, is when you're setting up your professional email. So for that domain, what was it I used? I can't remember. I think it was funnyfunnels.co. If I wanted rob@funnyfunnels.co, I'd go to Google or another provider that does professional email accounts, and I use Google personally. I'd set all that up through Google and they'll show you how to do it. But then they're going to ask you, I'm going to get rid of that. They're going to ask you to add MX and text records. So I'm going to come back in here. I'm in my domain still, and I'm going to click DNS. And then I click add record. And as I say, it's going to ask me to add specific MX and text records. So it's going to give you, Google will give you this, and you click save. And it'll give you 3 or 4, I can't remember how many I did. I set this up quite a lot, but there'll be several, and you can add them in there, save, and then your your email, professional email is all hooked up as well. Whew. Okay. Quickly, before we wrap up with the support part and me giving you this doc, any questions, please fire them in. Apologies, Amir, if I haven't been able to answer every single one of your questions, just because, as you said, you've obviously been in the software a while. This is more for our brand newbie beginners, but I'm happy to try my best to answer any questions if there are any now. And I will continue with the last bit. And the last bit for me is actually very, very important. And I mean this, as a user. And let me be clear here. I'm going to put my cam back on just because I'm not really doing anything major. I'm back down here. I'm a user first. I got into Groove when I met Mike Fulsame on one of the marketers crews. I was using the competitor, the one that ends in funnels, and I love them. In fact, I'm at ClickFunnels event next week, and Mike and Donna know I'm always there, like sneaking around now, trying to see what they're doing. I love the event and I love Mike's stuff, but I moved across to Groove, and I think that here's the key for me. Obviously, I work now with Groove, but I'm still a user. I use this for all of my businesses every single day. Okay, I'm in here all day, every day. And what I do respect is any software, and even the same with ClickFunnels, if every single user doesn't search the training areas, doesn't ask the AI chatbot, doesn't do anything before they just go to support and go, how do I create a custom domain, right? And I'm using that one because I've used this all the way through the training. Then guess what? We get 150,000 support tickets that completely swamp our support team when they're all very, very basic things. So I know recently our team has been swamped because we're getting so many silly, and I say silly respectfully, basic questions. I'm going to show you now how you can support us to support you, so that the next time you have something that's really urgent that you can't find the answer to in a quick 5-minute search, you go to support and they come back to you really quickly, you get your answer, and you're a very, very happy user. Can we kind of all give a little thumbs up on, are we happy with that? That we're supporting each other, because Groove want to give you the support like that. We can't do it if we're clogged. Just saying. So the best way to support us is use this as your steps. First step, when you've got a question, use the Groove AI assistant. He's in your dashboard. He's right here. Click on him. It takes a second. And someone give me a question in the chat that we can ask him, because I'm fed up with asking him the same old questions. But you can find the answer to pretty much anything in here. Again, if we don't have the answer correct in there, send us a message and we'll fix it. Oh, sorry, I thought it was another question. So that's the first place to go and get your answer, right? If the AI assistant doesn't give you the answer, the next place is just go to the Digital Academy. Again, this is all in your dashboard. Just go down here, click on the teacher's cap. It'll open up. Oh my God, when batteries have gone in like a wireless mouse, it's really struggling to function properly. And I don't want to change it mid-training. But yeah, come in here, search for your specific training video, look through the apps and see if you can find it in here. That's step number 2. Yeah. Step number 3, we have our help desk and knowledge base. So again, down the bottom here, click on the little question mark, go into the support desk, and then you can search the knowledge base here, come through and find everything. You've got your AI bot pops up here as well. And then again, we're going to go into it in a minute. This is where you're going to obviously come into the live chat. So those are the first 3. So if you haven't found the answer in the first 3, then I'm telling you, 98% of the time you're going to find the answer. Then you can come into the Facebook community. I'll then see the post will come in. I'll either answer it directly to you and not even post it in the group, because we don't want to clog the Facebook group up with questions that have been answered 1,000 times. But alternatively, if it hasn't been answered, I'll approve it and then I'll answer it. And then after those 4 steps, I reckon 99% of your answers will be answered, and then you haven't wasted the support's time. At that point, you haven't got the answer from the first 4. Just go back into your dashboard. If you can actually get there with your mouse that's playing funky, click on the help desk, click support, and this will open. Your AI bot's going to pop up. We're going to get him out of the way. We've already tried him. He didn't have the answer for us. Naughty little dinosaur. And see down here, the chat pops up. And based on what time zone you are, when you click on ask, it'll either just show email if the live chat hours, if you're outside of the live chat hours, and obviously we've got users all over the world. If the live chat is available, you click here. It's going to tell you to add your email address, add your email. And again, you can just email in. Now, again, support are supporting you. We've got several apps, several. If you just send us an email or a support ticket saying, I can't get this to work, and you're very undescriptive, well, guess what? The support team have got to come back to you and say, well, firstly, what app are you in? They've got to really get a lot of information from you. Be descriptive. You know, if you're doing it in an email, send screenshots of what you're asking for. You know, this isn't working on my Groove pages. I'm on this page in this funnel. I'm in this section, and here's a screenshot. I'm clicking on that button there and it's not working, and boom, we'll come back to you with an answer. Oh, you haven't clicked on the settings properly. You'll have your answer quick. You don't have to do that going backwards and forwards to each other. Again, this may sound really basic and simple, but I want you guys to get the support you need like that, because I do. I want it. All right. So that was the supporting us to support you. And then just to reiterate, and I've covered it a few times, where can you find it all? So the chat support we just showed you, that's in under here, your help desk. Click the support desk and it opens that. The live chat takes a few seconds, but it pops up. It's there. You can get in through the digital academy. And my mouse is driving me crazy. And you can click contact support there. So that's 2 different ways you can do it. Get rid of those. And that one. Excuse me. And obviously you can get support from our main Groove group through posting in here. Just search the group. Most of the time, a lot of information is in the featured section. Again, brain's really not working today. This ear infection's completely throwing me. Again, at the top here, you can see, if you scroll through here, most things that are important are added at the top. So, but again, you've got a search function inside the group. Go and have a look around. So that is everything I needed to cover. I'm going to now, whilst I give you a few moments to ask any questions, I'm going to grab the doc and I'm going to upload it first to YouTube. Have I missed any of those questions? No. Okay. It looks like they've all come in. Doc download. And would someone do me a favor? And once you see that, will you just click on that to check you can download it? Excuse me. That's just gone into YouTube comments. And I'm also now just going to post into Facebook. In fact, we've had no Facebook comments. Either no one's on Facebook or no one's actually commenting in there. So yeah, let me know if you can download that. And I will hold fire for any further questions. I'll leave my screen share on for a moment and I'm just going to rehydrate again. When you're working online, excuse me, drink a lot of water. I've got a filter tap with ice. I probably fill this up 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days, 10 times a day. Yes, downloaded. Thank you. Brilliant. Thank you, Ryan. I really appreciate that. And I can see that Facebook is okay as well. So I'm not sure how long we took. 1 hour, 12 minutes. It's not bad. It's not bad. I'm covering a lot. I know there's a lot of things we could take a lot more time with, but I know that many users don't like long lives. So I try and keep it really, really short, to the point. I give you the doc at the end. You've now got that to go back to. You can go back and play this through at a slower pace, pausing, stopping, modifying, etc. So unless there are any other questions, I do this every Tuesday. So you're welcome to come back on at any point. If there's nothing else, I'm going to leave you to our little outro. Where is the Groove outro? And have a phenomenal day. All right, guys. Bye for now.